All right, Naya Winota. My Winota. Best part about this deck is I get to sing that tune while we go. All right, so Winota, join our forces. Powerful card for my Korea here. Whenever you attack with a non-human creature, you get to look at the top 6 cards of your library and floop a human from among them directly onto the battlefield. This deck has a nut draw that can kill on turn 3. So what does turn 3 lethal look like? You go turn 1, Elf or Arboreal Grazer. Turn 2, Legion Warboss, make a token, attack. Turn 3, play Winota, make another token, attack with 3 non-humans, floop triple Angrath Marauder into play, or double Angrath Marauder Haktos, or Angrath Marauder Haktos Winota Joiner of Forces, and attack for lethal. Because Angrath Marauder here at our top end doubles all of our damage, and they double, so 2 Angrath Marauders make your 1 point deal 8, or deal 4, your 2 points deal 8, etc. Now, things we are trying today. I'm trying out a couple of Arboreal Grazers, which may or may not be successful. So one thing to note is there's only 23 lands in this deck. And I'm not really sure you want more than that. But I want to try out Arboreal Grazer because I want to lean into those really powerful fast draws. So having more 1-mana accelerants can have that happen more consistently. Another thing I'm trying today is Domri Chaosbringer. So we played Lead the Stampede in previous iterations of this deck, which seems sweet. And this card has a similar to Lead the Stampede in that it lets us look through cards to find extra cards out of our deck. Helps us find our Winotas. But Domri can eventually tick up and kill people. Get an emblem against control decks. And Domri, paired with our other ramp cards here, can actually help us cast our 7-drops when we draw them. So this is another mana source in a roundabout way, so we can cast this card with some consistency. Someone asked, why not Goose? Because Goose doesn't enable that nut draw I just talked about. You can't go Goose on 1, into Warboss on 3, into Winota on... or Warboss on 2 into Winota on 3. Goose only makes 1 mana, and then it has to take a turn off. So in order for our crazy draw to happen, we need to be able to go Accelerate on 2 and Accelerate on 3. Let's go ahead and pop it into an event here with this one and see how it goes. Believe this card, aggro has the ability to get under the current format. Maybe in standard. I think this deck's very good in historic. Historic's not super explored. We've been having good success with it on stream. Other people have been talking about having success with it in the subs Discord in historic events. As far as standard goes, the Winota deck in standard is just another Agent of Treachery deck. So like, is the Winota Agent of Treachery deck in standard better than the Luca Agent of Treachery deck? I have no idea. If I'm being honest, I really don't have a strong desire to tune and figure out standard. Hey, Bib, thanks for the very generous sub gifties. Welcome to our newest members of Hoaglandia there. Honestly, when I was originally asked to build a Naya Winota variation, I was kind of expecting Angrath Marauders to just be a meme and feel worse than Agent of Treachery on average. But after playing a bunch of games with this archetype, I actually think that Angrath Marauder is a better payoff than Agent in terms of just killing people and ending the game. Yeah, it usually wins when it floops, is exactly correct. There's no like beating around the bush. Either does the thing and gets you dead. Whoa, we're coming up on 7 million views on the channel, chat. What does that actually mean in terms of anything? Nothing really, it's just a milestone, but it's kind of fun. What's going on, Lucas? They will maraud my wild cards, I guess. Alright, we're gonna keep this, and we're gonna draw an untapped green source on one. It's gonna be great. This is a good example of a hand where Grazer's pretty lackluster, right? Like, Grazer is only an accelerant with other lands in your hand. So often it's gonna put you down a card. Is that unique individual users who have logged in? I think it's just page loads. I think it's just page loads. Like my Twitch page has been loaded 7 million times. Is effectively what it means. I don't know, some advertisers that don't really understand this platform, to put meaning into that. It really at the end of the day, it's not super valuable, and it doesn't really do anything for you. It's like when people put value into follower counts, like follower count on Twitch is pretty worthless. Alright, our opponent apparently joined the queue and then timed out. Deck confirmed busted. Pretty easy mulligan here with no green and double Marauders in hand. Pretty easy keep here. If we find a Winota, this is our best start. Obosh, the Prey Piercer here on the other side, could be an aggressive deck. Could be Yarok field. We've been playing with Obosh and Yarok. Either way, turn 2 Warboss on the play should be pretty good. Followers aren't important. Tell that to my 3 followers, one of whom is my wife. We got plenty of middle managers here this game. Ready to run the opponent down. Yes, if a Winota eventually happens, we will very likely win the game. Attack all, pull the elf back. Oh, I guess I could have attacked with the elf and mentored onto it, huh? Yeah, that was the line. Are some better than others? Do you have 40 Shocklands, Bionic Quail? Is my first question when people ask about buying packs. That's actually very good. So they actually gain 1 on this attack here. You have all the Shocklands, but you're missing a lot of the checks. I think you can mostly buy whatever you want then. The check lands don't really see play as 4-ofs in this format, so I don't think it's really a huge priority to get all of them. Like, crafting them with wildcards isn't a big deal. Ugh. Well, poop. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Yeah, zoom, zoom, zoom. Yeah, zoom, zoom, zoom. Opponent does know tokens are even, right? Yeah, they're playing Obosh because it's a free roll in their deck. Their deck didn't want any even things anyways. Yeah, buying whatever packs to get wildcard seems fine. So they block, they gain 3, they take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're taking 11 total here. Man, I really want to draw Winota just so I can get this many Winota triggers, chat. I really want Winota so I can have this many Winota triggers. If we don't draw Winota here, the game's probably done. If we draw Winota, it'll be one for the picture books, but yeah, they're gonna make a lot of zombies here. At this point, you would cycle through your deck more than once. Yeah, we would, wouldn't we? Hey, Bid. Thanks for keeping on. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Gosh, Winota might not even be enough here, huh? I guess a Haktos. A Haktos is lethal. Haktos plus the other cards. Haktos plus a bunch of Marauders is lethal. Yeah, we have to draw it exactly this turn. I don't think Agent of Treachery is necessary in the historic version. I think you'd rather just kill them. Just gonna die to Zomboys next turn. Bonecrusher's not good. Questing Beast is good. Click Submit. Do Marauders stack? They do. They double. So 2 Marauders turn 1 into 4. Yeah, Ceratops attacks the arc at least. That is true. And it's like a hasty thing that's kind of big. Easy mulligan here. So while this start is okay, the fact that I have both of these in my hand and no Winota Insight, I think makes this a mulligan. Can I have the 5 back? The 7 back? It's a good draw. Well, that's just like we drew it up, huh? Just like we drew it up. Right, chat? Paradise Druid about to get witch figured here.
Power can go a long way.
Okay. Crunch, crunch. So, like, if they don't kill Domri here, I get to send him down and take 4 more shots at Winota next turn. Which is nice.
Commander, any geese here?
My Winota. Do 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 do. Pew 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 pew. All right, Domri earning his keep there, huh? Domri earning his keep there. All right, and we were incredibly unlucky with those hits, and it's looking like it won't matter. Is this a smacking for 12 here? What's the reason for playing Vanguard over Raise the Alarm? Yeah, it's a better card. Vanguard is a better Magic the Gathering card when you're actually playing a game of Magic and not just cheesing people. We bricked on half our Winota hits there, and it didn't matter they died. Yes, Haktos plus Marauders punches people for a lot. It is a lot of damage. I have no desire to know what is fair, comic. I just want to complain about being unlucky and winning anyways. Haktos is 66% to be unblockable against Obosh. Yep. At least he's honest. Yeah, come on. I mean, I am many things, but I am not a liar. It's a good pickup. I think I'm supposed to do this because it feels like they could have a disfigure here. So this plays around that. If I play Vanguard, it just gets witch-figured. Lethal isn't unlucky, says you. Spoken like someone who's lucky. Arrgh. That's just rude. Vanguard here also makes our Legion Warbosses much worse, because their tokens just run headfirst into their lifelinker, which is not great. So we'll go to our second main phase to deploy Legion Warboss. That way it doesn't make a token and just give them 2 life this turn. I want to put the Warboss into play this turn still, though, so that way if we draw Winota next turn, we can get some triggers. Deadweight, yep. Seems good. It's like Disfigure, 5/6. I think I had a couple of those on the Obosh list that we ended on. It's pretty reasonable. Kicker, thanks for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I feel like there's a chance they have another Murderous Rider based on how aggressive they were with their first one. Winota. Winota. Good news here at least is if we draw an untapped land next turn, Angrath Marauders is castable, which lets our 2/2s attack through their Murderous Rider, so that's nice. They gain 2 life here, but we net a Goblin, so close to a wash. In other words, lands in spells are reasonable next turn. You should never say that when your deck contains Arboreal Grazer. And again, gonna get to see some of the strength of Domri here. Gonna get to Impulse and find us some creature threats, but then also going to have... Also gonna have the ability to give us that extra mana for Angrath Marauders next turn, which is nice. Should I have just grabbed double Winota there? If I'm putting them on a rider, maybe I should have grabbed double Winota there. That was probably a mistake. Yeah, check out there about the same time I did. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands total. So this is still not making zombies. Yeah, I'm gonna lead on Angrath Marauders here and smash with the team. Multiple Marauders works the way we want it to work. Is the TLDR. Come on and slam! Welcome to the Space Jam. This deck is pure dopamine, isn't it? Isn't it? So, like, they get to eat a Warboss here and then block a 2/2. And then they take 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So they're going to take 6 total here. Okay, so Winota's gonna get to guaranteed do her thing next turn. And we're gonna get a lot of triggers, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 triggers. I should get a Haktos out of my deck, right? 9. I only have 43 cards in my deck. Yeah, so I'm guaranteed to get Haktos. I'm guaranteed to get Haktos. That's all I got. Oh, and I can plus Domri and haste this Paradise Druid too now, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, you love to see it, chat. You love to see it. That Haktos is on 2, right? So the Haktos is lethal. The Haktos is lethal because it's on 2. Just dealing a casual 12, 24. The old 48 damage Haktos. No big. No big. Oh, damages. Oh, damages. So unlucky we whiffed on 4 of those triggers. So the next open gonna be 257 Winota decks. Nah, probably not. We played against Gruul or Mono White. I don't know. This is our 3rd time playing this deck. That was our first match with it today. You can find the other lists up on the website. I should probably mulligan this actually, right? Because Elf doesn't actually accelerate into Haktos. Luris Stitcher Supplier. You have my attention. The open is full. It filled up 3 or 4 days ago. It's actually over full at the moment because there was an issue getting someone signed up. So I overfilled it, assuming someone's gonna drop. Yeah, I'm excited. I didn't think we were gonna cap the historic one. Glad to see hype surrounding my what's currently my favorite format in the game. This is a sweet addition to this archetype in Historic. Probably going to be too slow here. I don't think my hand was supposed to be a keep. Would I consider making it larger if it keeps capping so quickly? Maybe. The problem is if we add a 257th player, it adds 2 more rounds to the tournament. On what? On what's already a long day? You could not cast the first 2 rounds. Yeah, I mean, that's a long day for people playing, though, too. Like, it's more than just the casters, right? Run a 2-day tournament. I mean, 2-day events are an option we could do, yeah. All of HA3 will be spoiled on Friday. Wizards actually put up a thing recently that showed where you would be able to find the various spoilers. Alright, so I want my graveyard hate. This is probably a Grazer out matchup. Do I want Lava Coil here? Probably. I think this is a Domri out matchup. Might just be a little bit more interactive. Adanto Vanguard probably has a hard time attacking consistently. Is this a Soul Lantern Guide matchup? Maybe not. The graveyard's just like a value engine. Klothys and Lava Coil are probably fine. I'm gonna keep this. I think with the Temple and the Lava Coil, it has a lot of potential. I think I'm gonna keep the land. Obviously, you need to draw a green source, but the hand has a lot of upside if it does. Anecdotally, if it was 2 days, I wouldn't be playing because it's easier for free. Yeah, I agree. I think there's a chance that, like, if you move an event to 2 days to increase your capacity, you actually end up losing on people, and then we'll probably have fewer people than we had with a 1-day tournament. It's a very, very real possibility. One of the reasons why I prefer to avoid doing 2 days. Another format that can make it 1 day but more people? No, not with just, not with getting down to 1 winner. Alright. Let's mulligan more in the next match, huh? Yeah, you could technically do single elim. You could run it like Wizards runs their tournaments for Arena and do single elim. Hello? Anybody out there? Sorry, I had to look at my gut there for a second. When the electronics in my desk mess up, you have to lower it all the way down as low as it goes to reset them for whatever god-awful reason. Any chance for the championship or anything like that, annually or semi-annually? Yeah, that's something we're going to explore for next year. This year, we mostly just want to, like, figure out the core details of the event and stuff like that. So what we could do is we could sign up to 512 people into the tournament to start, and then randomly DQ half of them at the start of the tournament, and that ensures that we wouldn't have anybody who's unlucky playing in our tournament. So you really couldn't increase the player caliber by taking an approach like that. Random DQs are my favorite. You have to snap as you DQ them, yeah. You do it on stream together. Alright, untapped land into lethal. Give me a turn 3. How unlucky are we? Land. Oh man. Oh man. And now they're gonna cast Shatter the Sky and we're dead, chat. And now they're gonna cast Shatter the Sky and we're dead. Oh man. I have double Domri. Maybe we can play through a Shatter. We're about to find out. Those of you that are new to this game, this is the way this always ends. Jensen, thanks for the 19 months. Welcome back. Day late and $1 short, Basic Forest. Nobody loves you. It also ensures that you use up all your luck in the tournament, so you know everybody who wins is going to be more skillful than their opponents. Exactly. Yeah, running some type of qualifier setup could also be something to explore too. Like I said, there's a lot of different options and things you can do. Mostly want to focus on, for now, it's just going to be first come, first serve. We'll see how my life ends up post third child as well. Could be something that fundamentally changes my life a little bit. As children are known to do. Between the child and like COVID and everything else in the world right now, I'm not really committing to anything in advance.
I know my response. You know what? I'm not done yet.
Should Seal of Way have triggered Bonecrusher? Nope. If they have a counterspell here, we're probably dead. If they didn't have a counterspell and I drew a land there, we could have maybe punked them with Winota. I'm excited to downtick my Domri here and put 4 lands at the bottom of my deck, though. It's going to be really good.
Let's keep this madness. Those go there.
Alright. Let's get these Bonecrushers out of my deck. Let's get these Arboreal Grazers out of my deck. Let's get these threats that are harder to deal with into my deck. I'm going to try Paradise Druid too. And I probably don't want to try a Paradise Druid when I'm boarding in this many 4s, huh? think I have one too many cards for control in my sideboard. Looking at this, I feel like I probably don't want Ceratops. I want Knights to save enchant removal. What do I want to cut for Knights? I don't really feel like I have any cuts. Again, remember, sideboarding's not about putting in all your cards that have text. It's about finding your best 60. I think the Titan Cycle would be too much for Historic. Yeah, Primeval Titan's a messed up card that probably shouldn't be legal in Modern. If Wizards really cared about Modern, they'd ban Primeval Titan, or would have a long time ago, probably. Card's definitely too good for Historic. Instead, Splinter Twins banned. Cause choices. Alright, can we find the third land this game? No, we cannot. Okay, better late than never.
You call it anarchy. For me, it's just another day.
Okay, we are notably missing our second white at the moment, so cannot cast Haktos just yet. Well, I guess I didn't need to shock that in, huh? I think I'm doing this and we're waiting to Winota here. Could go either way. I don't really want to, like, attack with Paradise Druid and, like, risk bricking, I don't think. Maybe that's wrong, though. I guess I could have hasted Winota. If I haste the Winota and I hit a Marauder there, we're in a very good spot. Yeah, I'm probably just supposed to drop the Winota and smack them. Yeah, should've. We're also playing some Arboreal Grazers. As always, if you want to compare deck lists, my old YouTube videos have the deck list we played in the video description. I don't always keep a point-to-point change log.
Can't finish your job.
It's a yellow exclamation point on questing bees. I believe that's letting you know that it's evasive.
Things are about to get real rowdy.
Things are about to get real rowdy, chat. My Winota. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Pew 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 pew. Do 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 do. Bye, friend. Do 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 do. This deck's just incredibly satisfying to play. It's good. As far as, like, punking people out goes, like, it's a good deck. It's a good deck to punk people out with, chat. So good. Do 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 do. I am too, Fox. If I'm being honest, I was, like I said, I think I mentioned this earlier. I was expecting, like, Marauders to not actually be good and, like, be worse than Agent of Treachery. I almost asked you if I could splash a fourth color when I first worked on it. But I'm glad we gave it a try as just Naya. It seems super reasonable. You can't leave Winota on the table. Have to kill her. Gotta remove that one ASAP. Winota's just a testament to chat that when we work together, we can accomplish anything, okay? With the power of teamwork, anything is possible. Yeah, to be fair, Fox, Llanowar Elves is a real messed up card. It's a real messed up card. Should have bottomed the Chaos Bringer, obviously. Let's see if we can hit a third land on 3 this game. We're two for 2 on keeping 2 landers and missing our third land on 3. Is that socialist propaganda? Yeah, exactly. Perfect. What's going on, Troll? So, what do y'all want to play here? I know what I want to play here. What do y'all want to play here? We have 3 choices. One is very easily no. I think it's Domri, and the reason why I think it's Domri is he survives Wrath. That's exactly correct from Cheetos. So the fact that this adds to my board presence but doesn't play into a sweeper here is a big deal.
Oh, I look forward to seeing you running away.
I mean, the Banishing Light's not a big deal either. Yeah, the fact that, like, if we play Warboss and then they sweep us and then also don't have mana to cast Domri is also a very real consideration. Really need a white source. Really need a white source. Llanowar Elves is the best white source. Something like that. This is really good from them. So because I have 2 Domris here, they give us a Domri back, and then the O-Ring comes back, Banishing Light comes back, whatever, and then they get to take the Domri away again. Untapped white source is probably lethal. I don't have any reason to put anything else into play because we have lethal next turn. Putting this into play is right if they have a piece of spot removal for the Warboss, though. Probably not beating a sweeper this game anyways because we don't have mana, so let's just jam. How many white are in our mana base, by the way? Is it 14? I think it's 14. Pretty unfortunate both the games we lost there. And 14 or 15. This is we're on 16 white? Really? Yeah, our mana's fine. Yeah. So that's just magic, right? Like, this is how the cookie crumbles. We've got 8, 12, we got 15 red. Yeah. What are my thoughts? I think my one thought from that set is when I look at my sideboard plan for control, it involves cutting 4 of these and 2 of these. So probably only want 6 cards on my board. So 2 Beasts, 2 Ceratops, 2 Klothys. I can put the 3rd Soul Guide Lantern back in for extra graveyard hit, or maybe another Lava Coil or something like that for a creature matchup. I think that's about the only thing I have a thought on. Let's hop in. I've only been playing this one for like 45 minutes, and I like this deck, so let's pop back into another event here. Try and run closer to average. I mean, we went 2 and 2 there, or we went 1 and 2, but we got a free win, so we like got our money back. Like to play some more games with Domri. Domri's felt pretty reasonable so far. I'd like to get more, collect more anecdotes with him. I think I'm bottoming that, just looking for like a forest or a shockland here. The standard deck just fetches Agent of Treachery. It's just another Agent of Treachery deck. Alright, we've hit the Child of Night bracket. It is a gorgeous Child of Night. Is there a Naya variant in Standard? No, there's no very good payoff in Standard for it. Hey, Steins. Thanks for extending your sub. Not only do you not have Llanowar Elves in Standard, but you also just, like, don't have, you also don't have a good payoff without blue. We laughed at Child of Nights to shuffle without cause us to lose. Yep, sounds about right. Sounds about right. Small mis-sequencing there on their part, letting us get into combat. Need to do that during our main phase if you want to avoid giving us the choke-in. Ignore the red and green cards, letting you cast the blue ones 3 turns earlier. I mean, they're all pieces of the puzzle, right? And they're actually, they don't have to be green, right? Like, the best agent deck right now is Luca deck. Well, we're about to die to Vampire Flyers, chat. Luca's red as his fires in the same deck. Sure. It's like saying Brainstorm's not a good card because it has to have fetch lands with it, though. The Brainstorm's still busted, I promise you. Have you seen the 5-color Calyx deck? It's just another, like, it's like the same flavor as everything else, right? It's just a different ice cream in the shop. Same core idea. I think we're about to lose to Spinal Centipede, chat. Yeah, it's 5-color, you orient fires its agent. Yeah, it's just another Agent of Treachery deck. Winota, please. Winota, please. Well, poop. I'm bringing a couple of removal spells so we can try not to die when we stumble and don't have much going on. Arboreal Grazer has been underwhelming. Arboreal Grazer's been underwhelming. Feel like I'd rather just have another Paradise Druid in my deck. You want a 24th land? I don't know, maybe. We could play another scry land, I guess. Wouldn't hate another red white temple. I mean, this hand should be a keep. This hand is good if it draws any number of lands that include red mana. So like all things considered, like this hand is super fine. Paradise Druid is an excellent draw too. That's a good observation. Well, I mean, as far as, like, non-land draws go, that's towards the top, right? Oh, the waiting. Come on, just cast your card so I can find out if I draw a red land. Please? 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 I'm gonna lead on this to bait removal. Feels like they have a removal spell. And if they don't, this is still fine. Isn't like the Winota's better next turn? Yeah, I agree, Cubby Pizza. There's still mistakes and misplays that happen on the ladder, but like when you're in like the Platinum, Diamond, Mythic ladder, you're less likely to play against people with starter decks. This is one of the more unfortunate parts about these events. Alright, we did it. We did it. The event queue is still based on rank. No, that's actually explicitly what we're saying is the issue. The event queue does not pair anything based on rank, so unlike playing on the Mythic ladder or the Diamond or Platinum ladder, you get random decks in these constructed events. Really glad Wizards decided to make a great decision and make the ladder be always on for Historic. It's not even just jank. Like, as far as like playing against brews, Historic has a lot of brews in it. That's one of the interesting parts about the format. Like, I'm not talking about like my opponent's deck being a brew so much as I'm talking about it just like being budget, right? Like, there's just like cards they have. Which, like, obviously not everybody has a Giant account on Arena, but those types of decks aren't going to be appearing in Platinum, Diamond, Mythic, etc. Alright, I'm ready to add a land to the deck. Mostly because I'm tilted. I'm keeping this hand because I cast all my spells. Time to not draw spells. That is probably how this goes, and we're gonna get dumpstered. Just like never draw another spell and die. Are they debating sacking their knight to kill my elf? That's what that pause felt like. That pause felt like, am I supposed to sacrifice this knight of the Ebon Legion to kill your Llanowar Elves? I think I'm just playing this tapped and passing, and then like playing Winota and attacking with Llanowar Elves, and hoping to do something next turn. Right on time, Lava Coil. Welcome to the party. We're gonna hit Marauders and pump this elf up to 2. That's what I'm talking about. Love the optimism. Based on how the rest of this set is gone, we're about to put 6 cards at the bottom of our deck. Alright. You know, we take those. We take those here. Well, Winota makes the things she floop into play have death touch, chat. So they don't want to block Marauders, probably. Had Disfigure, elected not to kill the elf before the attack. Yep. Sounds about right. They played any historic cards this match? That's a good question. I don't know. The 4-mana Vampire Lord. Okay. It's a good one. It's a good one. Can we best the mono black starter? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Alright, do they have a disfigure here? You want me to attack with Winota here too? Should I run Winota? You wanna... Fox, I'll let you pick, Fox. You wanna run Winota into this? If I miss on this trigger, it's really bad. And there's like a Marauders in the bottom of my deck, and I think there was a Haktos in here. I think it's wrong to attack with Winota. I guess I'd trade. I think I was just supposed to hang tight. This match has been a solid reminder that Magic has an incredible amount of variance. Although it looks like this probably locks it up. Nope, yep, this is M20. I feel like the historic events should probably pop up some kind of warning telling you when you join with a standard legal deck. Like, hey, did you mean to join this other format? Your deck is legal in standard. The Trump administration is telling members of the coronavirus task force that the White House plans to wind down the operation, and it's not currently clear that any other group will replace it. I don't... Elect a clown, expect a circus, I guess. Elect a clown, expect a circus, I guess. That's true. We are an untapped land away from the Stone Colds. We are an untapped land away from the Stone Colds. Yeah, because of the globalization of the economies in the world, this could end up being one of the worst plagues in history, for sure. Which is embarrassing, considering how many advances we've had. Marty killed someone on turn 3 this morning. Negative 19 in a swing. God bless. Sure, that's literally what I just said, simply. You must have zoned out the second half. Please, dear opponent, please cast Turo. They can't play anything, and their colors to stop us from killing them next turn. Take a timeout. Take a timeout for being wrong. They can in fact have fog. Also, like, Winota, yeah, they can also just, like, unsummon the Winota. Also, Winota's not a guaranteed. We're only gonna get to look at, we're only gonna get 5 triggers here. Could technically miss. You love to see it, chat. This is a Domri out matchup. It's definitely a Knight in matchup, Questing Beast in matchup. I think we leave some Bonecrusher Giants because this does kill them. This does counters Fog, which is great. I think the rest of this is fine. We're very unlikely to whiff. You must not have been watching this stream for most of today. I agree with your statement that we are unlikely to whiff, but also I've been present for the rest of today's stream. Grazer into Temple here feels real good. Grazer into Temple looking pretty good. Shocked in the land playing Opt. Could you play this deck in Standard? We're gonna play a variation of Winota in Standard here in a minute. Finish this match with this deck. Play one more probably, and then shift over to Standard for the rest of the stream. Hey chat, we've got the guaranteed Winota on turn 3. That's exciting. So on turn 3, we'll get 4 Winota triggers. Oh, yeah. Oh, you love to see it. And you know what? Our opponent looks like they're playing Nexus of Fate, so this basically couldn't have happened to a nicer person. This essentially could not have happened to a nicer person. Please let me get the triggers. I wanna see your life total. I want to see your life total. Just -10. Only an attack for 28. Only an attack for 28. Keeping people honest, chat. Keeping people honest. Oh, they gained 3. You're right. So we did 31 there. Forgot about that. Yeah, we ran really cold, so I decided to join a second event. So they're showing Yorion here, so I'm going to keep this against Yorion. Warbosses into Domri sounds great. Llanowar Elves Yorion. Okay. Okay. You have my attention. I'm listening. Yes, of course the bigot is gonna double down on the bigoted theory. In other news, water wet, sky blue. Do I Domri here? I don't know that I do. I think I want to just get Warboss going. I would recommend not cutting your good card for terrible cards. Would be my recommendation with the new deck. Your deck will be more successful if you put more good cards in it. Those cards you're suggesting might be okay, but don't cut a playable card for them. Luris, sure. Sure. Hey, Solas, thanks for the 5 months. Welcome back. And some kind of removal spell here they're doing during my upkeep with Legion Warboss for some reason that they felt the need to do on my upkeep. We'll grab the Marauders here. I'm playing the Elf out and the Domri as well. We basically have the mana for it, right? Does Heartless Act kill Warboss at the moment? I don't know the answer to that question. Opponent probably should have waited for me to make a Goblin token, because the Goblin token had to attack, and they would have gotten to block with their lifelinker. So opponent missed gaining 3 points of life there. I think I'm throwing away my elf to keep Domri in play here. I guess they just get to replay their elf, so this is a little bit less good for us. You're curious what the deck is trying to do with Yori, and probably just playing all the good cards together would be my guess. You know, maybe I should have made one of these Warbosses a 3/3 so it could mentor more. That's probably the case. They could be a hero deck. They played a lot of multicolored stuff. Thanks, Gibbo. Thanks for doing your part to help out during all this. We're hoping Illinois. Illinois seems to have very reasonable leadership, separate from the federal government. I really feel for people who are in, you know, southern and red states where they're not taking things seriously. They're acting like it's all just kind of a big joke. You need a mountain to play a companion, or are they all hybrid? All the companions are hybrid. All right, I'm gonna give a really quick geometry lesson. Not all Republican governors have handled the COVID pandemic poorly, but every governor who's handled it poorly is a Republican. Not all rectangles are squares. All squares are rectangles. Are we good? Do we understand? Do we understand the words that have fallen out of my mouth? Them's the facts. Alright. Do I Marauder and then just smack them here? I think that's what I want to do. I'm gonna Marauders and attack them. I mean, to be fair, Illinois is not really a swing state, and they're having protests here. There's idiots with weapons in every state in the country. Kumo's a Republican? Did Kumo open New York back up? Was that something that I missed? If Kumo opened New York back up, I'll take back my previous statement, because you're right.
No accord, no peace.
I don't care how his name's pronounced any more than I care how magic cards are pronounced. Alright. I'm into this whole Domri thing, chat. Domri and I, we go way back. Am I allowed to attack? New York is on lockdown for at least 10 more days. Only with testing. Sure. Good. That's smart. So they can activate Shalai here. They're just killing this and gaining some life. That's smart. They know I have another Winota. So the question is, do they have... I agree with the statement that Kumo was too slow in locking down his state. I agree with that statement. Based on how much lead time we had on this thing, Kumo was too slow in locking down New York. He was slow to react, but has been doing a reasonable job after, is my understanding of the situation there. I think we're dead here, chat. We need to, like, high roll a Haktos. Yeah, I think we're dead. Florida's a Republican state. Florida's often a swing state in general elections, but it currently has a Republican governor. 2 Marauders do in fact work the way we want them to. I think I'm bottoming this and just hoping for a Warboss. Or a Domri to give this haste. Luris has been very good here. Bringing back Shev over and over again has been tough for us. Hey, Pilot Ninja, thanks for the 12 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Get you started to go with that shield. Feels like we're done here. Man, that audio bug is really annoying. We're just into this next turn, right? Yep. Klothys sounds good here. I think I'm just going to trim the Arboreal Grazers. Want to increase my card quality a little bit. I don't know that I really want Questing Beast or Ceratops. I think I'm just going to click Submit. Maybe I want Lava Coils. Maybe. I think on the draw, I'll bring in a little bit more interaction. On the play, I just want to try and run them down. You want to cut Klothys? I really like Klothys. I think this type of matchup is exactly the type of matchup where he's great. One where they, like, kind of have graveyard stuff that they want to do, but they're also, like, not really a dedicated graveyard deck. So it, like, comes in and applies pressure. So, like, when you're playing a normal game of Magic, it's good. I'm going to play this on 1 in case we untap and draw a red source. Because we get to go Warboss. It's really strong. And if we brick, we just go tap land, attack you for 1. How about another 7 drop? That's kind of like a land, right? Pretty close. Almost like the exact same thing. Man, we've run really cold in this set, chat. It's been rough. Still won an okay number of games. What are your thoughts on utility lands like Yavany Township and Ketzel Front? I think they sound great. I think those would be fine. I think you'd be hard pressed to find decks that could really play them too much. Feather was excellent war game. Fight is 1 as good as predicted. Colonnade and Tar Pit. Those are requests. Those ones are really strong. Tar Pit. Tar Pit's a heck of a creature land, shit. Yarok Field would love a Tar Pit. Now, I played 3 of each, Wargy. I played a fourth, what's it called in the sideboard? I think we just do this and play Haktos here. Yeah, I would really like to see all of the fast lands printed in this format. Mana bases and decks like this would be excellent if we could play like Copperline Gorge and Sunpetal Grove. Then we would have all the fast lands in Pioneer. No, remember, they can print cards directly into this format without putting them through Standard. Oh, I guess killing that doesn't really accomplish anything because they have another 2 here. Will all the fast lands in Pioneer be bad? Not necessarily. But I'm just pointing out that, like, putting them into Historic doesn't guarantee that they end up in Pioneer. I agree that fast lands would be good for Standard for what it's worth. As in an assessment I concur with. What's a fast land? A fast land is, look up Copperline Gorge or Botanical Sanctum. It's a land that comes into play untapped if it's one of your first 3 lands. Alright, so they're dead. My Winota. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. I think it's possible WotC might finish the Triumph in Zendikar. Yes, definitely. I would love if they did, honestly. I think that would be a net positive. Definitely want these Lava Coils on the draw. I think I'm going to tram a couple of Domris. They can be a little bit aggressive. And then maybe a Paradise Druid. Seems fine. Yeah, Zendikar's in the fall. It's when rotation happens. Huge reasons to look forward to Zendikar. Yay, rotation. I just can't keep this on the draw. Every time you mulligan, get punished with one of these. I think I keep all the shocks because of Haktos. What rotates when Zendikar releases? The 4 oldest sets. Yeah, our opening hands have not been kind today. With the stick. For Luris Fairy, sounds good, Ghetto.
Beasts are much more reliable than humans. Strike now! Strike hard!
I'm gonna stomp this now, during my upkeep, so that way when we get to my... Oh, I could do it during my draw. I should do it during my draw. It's fine, it worked out.
I'll be back.
If I drew a card I wanted to cast there, this lets me trigger Klothys, though, sequencing this way. Yeah, rotation making Yorion worse is something huge to look forward to. Big agree. Big agree. Alright, I'm done with this deck. I'm done for the day. Done with this one. I don't know that I can play Winota in Standard after this set. It's been really rough, chat. I like this deck, and I can separate myself from the games that we play and like take a step back and know that we like ran extra cold and the deck's fine, but I don't know if I wanna spin to win in my last one. As far as thoughts go, I feel like my one change I would try is honestly just go up a land. I think I'd cut the Paradise Druid and add a Temple. I think I want to give the couple of Grazers a little bit more of a try, especially if I'm adding a land. Grazer gets better. So I think this mix of Mana Dorks is something I'm interested in playing more games with. The Domris felt pretty good, honestly. I kinda liked what Domri was doing here. I think I would definitely give more games with him a try. So I think I'm gonna update the list on the website to be this 75 after today. Nice, Alkaloth. I got one more dork to do for that. I think I like this one. All right, what do I want to play? What do I want to play for the last deck today?